So, you know, I like to try to, even when the shows are themed, some people are going to have a completely different angle on this story, and that is definitely the case with our next performer. I won't tell you what she's talking about because she's going to tell you, but it's just a whole other look at this theme tonight, which I'm delighted about. She's an actress, a published playwright, an author, and a monologist, a Humanitas and OB nominee, and she was last seen on Community as Richie's mom, and you can catch her sleeping on a big stuffed kangaroo for an Aussie commercial. Hopefully she will not have to self-publish her memoir, Far Out, Living on Wilderness Commune in the 70s. She loves apples and grows them in Oregon, or as I used to say in New York, Oregon. We didn't know how to say it. You can learn more about her, and I'm sure after you see her you'll want to, at her website, which is www.carolschlanger.com. This piece is called Evolution Without Me. Please welcome Carol Schlanger.
Thank you. I am blessed. I have two fabulous grandchildren. They're gorgeous, they're brilliant, the works. At 8 months, my grandson was totally adept at working his BlackBerry. And my granddaughter, a dancer, was the lead dancer at Lincoln Center, and she was just, no. I'm not telling the truth. Okay, I'm lying. I am 65 years old. I'm 65 years old, and I can kick. And even though I just had total hip replacement surgery in August, and but I have, you see, no gray in my hair, and I have no pull-ups on my colon, but nobody calls me grandma. Why? Because my adult children have no children, that's why. They're not married, they're not even in a committed relationship. And what did my gene pool do to deserve this? I just thought that my DNA was perfect. I mean, look at me. How you all my grandchildren, all my friends have grandchildren, including the gay ones. That's true. And they tell me that having a grandchild is a rebirth. You get a new kind of love that you never had before. It's a gift in the very last part of your life, and it is so beautiful. And it just pours out of you in reams, and I just wish they would shut the fuck up. Okay, that's out of the way. They say that it's a different kind of a love than the love that you had for your children, because your children were always there, but not your grandchildren. They just visit. They go home, but the time that you spend with them is a total and complete Course in Miracles. It's the real free love. Who knew that? Grandchildren come to you when you're wise and old, and through them you know that your feet and your brain and your dreams will evolve into the future. It's evolution. They're going to go who knows where or for how long. I mean, just think, in 150 years, your genes could be applying for a lower mortgage rate in another galaxy. Or finally moving back to New York. It's just all so cosmic. Is it my fault that I am out of this loop? I mean, Charles Darwin, in his theory of natural selection, says, those who are adapted to an environment have an advantage over those who aren't so well adapted. Well, excuse me, Mr. HMS Beagle, who had no children because he spent all his time in the Galapagos looking at lizards. My children, my kids, had a great environment. They were very, very happy growing up in Mar Vista. They were on the hill, they ran around, they had air, they had trees, they had sunshine. It wasn't Santa Monica, but they loved it. And every summer, our family returned to rural Oregon and became hippies again. My kids were doing sweat lodges before they were old enough to sweat. My son's first words were in Lakota Sioux. Oma Takayasu. And just remembering the first sentence that he ever said, it really brings tears to my eyes. Mommy, what's in the pipe? Indica, darling, indica. Mommy doesn't do tobacco anymore. It's not good for you. Now, if that isn't adapting to an environment, I don't know what is. Grandchildren, I just see them everywhere. The babies, oh, their little feet, you know, you can just stick them in your mouth, and the way their little hands just grab your fingers, and their eyes, oh, they still have heaven in them. And their tushies, I want to kiss them, I want to bite them, I want to squeeze them, and pat them, and put that soft, silky skin next to my cheek. I am tushy deprived. Everything reminds me of a tushy. Eggplants do. Even tomatoes. I mourn the day my children lost their tushies and grew butts. What were they thinking? I so want grandchildren, but to be honest, my own children, they drove me a little bit crazy. Maybe I am to blame. I was not a relaxed, yoga-going, stay-at-home mom. No, I'm busy, don't bother me, I have to work that home. I worried too much, I was intrusive, I was undisciplined, and frankly, my boundaries were a little fuzzy. Now my 38-year-old son is living in a trailer in our driveway. Cruel people. Playing the drums. He has rhythm and he has a Mideastern girlfriend, but that's just about it. And my 30-year-old daughter is still finding herself while house-sitting in Flushing, Queens, and taking care of a cat. What she has found is kitty litter. So I don't have grandchildren. So I can make them up, can't I? I mean, imagination is not against the law. I know that my grandchildren aren't here yet. I know the difference between illusion and reality. But no matter what, they can count on me because I am always there for them. Hello? Is this the director of the Happy Days preschool? Yes, hello. This is Carol Schlanger of the Manhattan Schlangers. Hussein Schlanger's grandmother? Yes, Hussein. Hussein's the little fellow who just won the toddler chess title in Slovakia. The training pants shortage there was impossible, and I could write an entire article for the New Yorker about the rash that he got from using their scratchy toilet paper. Look, I know personally that you admitted the Spielberg's grandchildren and Bob Dylan's, and I would very much like you to reconsider admitting my Hussein. Perhaps you caught me in my last feature film, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, where I played Lady Number 6. No, that was not real gunpowder Hussein brought to his getting to know you interview. Well, I don't know what it was. You're going to have to ask his father when he gets out of rehab. Please, So what if Hossein named his new puppy Jihad? It's just a word, like fuck you. Hello? Hello? People, you know, you try to help them. What are you going to do? My imaginary granddaughter, Sacagawea, is fine. There's nobody more beautiful on this earth that ever lived. You know what she said to me when we were gardening? She said, Grandma, kids are like flowers. If you step on them, they won't grow. Whoever told her that crap? Kids are like weeds. When she was 4, Sacagawea drew an exact replica of the Sistine Chapel. It was God reaching out his hand and, no. I get them all mixed up. I confuse my real daughter, the one in Flushing with the cat, and my make-believe granddaughter. My real daughter drew God and his outstretched hand, not the granddaughter that I don't have yet. I'm 65 years old. What do you expect from me? I'm a little off. Honestly, in spite of the near psychotic break that I'm having right now here, things are not so bad. The glass is not half empty, it's half full. My son just got an apartment in Venice with a girl named Mujad. He hates the job, but I consider that progress. And Mujad is Iranian, and she's not Jewish. Let go, let God. She's very nice. She's in med school studying to be an orthopedist, and there is nothing wrong with knowing how to fix a femur. So I don't have grandchildren yet. There are beautiful babies everywhere, and I am just going to love them. And my daughter, recently, she just Skyped, and she said she's going for coffee with someone that I set her up with on JMom. This is a real website for Jewish mothers who want grandchildren. It's real. It's sort of this tribal thing, you know. You go back to where you carried water pitchers on your heads, and you email them photos, they email you photos, and then you get a thumbnail sketch. Here's one. Benjamin Katz attended NYU Stern School of Business and lives in his own condo on Sutton Place. Oh, maybe my daughter will like Benjamin Katz. Ben. Maybe Benjamin plays the piano, jazz, and Brubeck's Take 5, and my daughter loves music. She's going to like that. But, you know, why should they just do coffee? I mean, that is not substantial. They should do dinner. My daughter has to ride an hour and a half into Manhattan just to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to talk to her about this. Let go, let God, let go, let God. If she were here right now, no, I'd say, darling, coffee sounds perfect. Absolutely perfect. Have fun. I mean, who knows what a cup of coffee is going to lead to? Not me. Thank you.
Carol Schlanger. As my grandma Gussie, may she rest in peace, would have said, and this would be a very high compliment, Carol Schlanger. After that one, they broke the mold.